There is bad horror, and then there is Boogeyman. Frustratingly, it doesn't actually start off that way. In fact, the opening is deceptively creepy as a young boy called Tim sees his father snatched by the Boogeyman, something that only moments before his father had insisted wasn't real. It's an exciting and fairly tense intro that is completely forgotten by the time the credits roll. As many years later, Tim, played by Barry Watson, is trying to get his life on track. We see that he still thinks the Boogeyman is real, even though everyone else in his life believes his father just ran out on him. It's while staying at his girlfriend's parents' house that Tim has a premonition about his ill mother, the first of many jump scares and horror cliches that the film will throw out. After his dream, Tim gets a phone call from his uncle informing him that his mother has passed away. He goes to the funeral devastated that his fears of the Boogeyman kept them away, so decides to spend the night at his old childhood home to face his fears. Unfortunately for Tim, those fears are about to come true. What a mess of a movie Boogeyman is. A generic plot, non-existent characters, horrid jump scare attempts, no suspense, awful CGI, terrible lighting, and so many cliches. If it was just bland, it wouldn't be such a big problem, but all these issues combine to make it torture to sit through. Almost every scene, every line of cringe-inducing dialogue, and every bit of the unconvincing performances by the cast just sinks the movie deeper into the mire. It's boring, and its attempt to scare are laughable, as nothing has progressed or developed. What is the Boogeyman, and why is he after Tim? Who knows? It doesn't matter, and while it's clever to keep the villain in the shadows for most of the movie, when he is seen, it'll only elect laughs because of how awful it looks. Sure, this is a movie that's dated already as it's 2005, but the CGI does not hold up in any way, shape or form. It's absolutely shockingly poor. The final is the icing on the cake of embarrassment that this horrible horror has, but the saddest thing of all is that this movie was actually really successful and spawned 2 sequels. Boogeyman made a lot of money at the box office. Amazingly, it did, which can only surely be because it's a throwaway movie. It's easy to digest if you're not a massive horror fan. You might watch this if you don't watch much horror and think it's terrifying, whereas if you watch a lot of horror, you'll find it's in no way scary. It's every mid-2000 horror movie ever, except worse. Boogeyman is a horrible movie. Don't watch it.